yeah. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the save, and obviously if you want to watch this on YouTube, you can. If you want to watch it on Twitch, again, you can. I'm the Kegman. Welcome to Kegman Plays. This is Mending Manchester. We have now got the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool, and I'm going to just treat this like the stream again. So if you want to get involved, and want to get involved in real life shit and actually talk to people and get away from the toxic YouTube comments and get involved in a real fucking life, good talking Twitch and treat it like a pub, do. And welcome to Phone Man, indeed. Going to shit the bed again. I didn't fuck up the intro this time, though, so fuck you. Sort of, for the most part. Anyway, we're going to go with this team. We're going to go ahead here. And, yeah. And I probably should do a rundown afterwards. Actually, I'll just do it now. What can indeed, I break. So, for the guys on YouTube, we're still winning games. We beat Torino. We're going through the next round of the Europa League and so on and so forth. Anyway, I do apologise. It's better if you're here on Twitch. It really is. We owe it for after what happened in the last match. We do. They beat us 5-3 last round, and I want some silverware. And Mott wants some silverware as well, don't you, Mott? Goalkeeper saving no one, following up a miss. Get your goalkeeper to take him. You've seen how successful goalkeepers are at penalties, Slasky. You've seen how successful they are. Win that Carabao Cup. We're going to try. We are going to try. I mean, we're 1-1 already. One shot, one target. We're best. We're the best team so far. Yeah, see, they've had a shot and it's not on target. And what's De Gea doing out that far with that many people pressing on him? Jesus fuck. So that's going to be a ball over the top. In that case, I'm already deciding we need to drop this line back. That's what we're going to do. Aya blows an extra loss. Fucking hell, Slasky. That's a shitter. 4 misses and 6 penalties. I told you, get your goalkeeper to take the penalties. De Gea's scored 5 of the 7 penalties he's taken. And Romero scored 2 of the 2 he's taken. So, I mean, yeah, get your goalkeeper to take penalties. They score. They always score for me. Virgil's going to smash it in from here. You watch. Someone's going to smash it in from here. You can smell it, can't you? You can smell it. He was next, was he? Oh, we've nicked it, Madison. Oh, I won the break. Come on, boys. Just need one. All we need is one goal. All you need is one goal to win a game, obviously. We are missing 4 players for this game. We're missing both Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. We're missing both McTominay and Aya. And we're missing Martial. So it's going to be a hard ask. We're missing 5 of our best. Do what Pine can't win the Carabao. I'll tell you what, if we win this, we'll probably tag him with a screenshot. I'll even take a Giazzo for it. Fuck you, we're 1-0 down. No! Right, let's get creative. Neymar after I shout. I'll tweet it at Pioneer. Neymar after I shout. He said, I'm confused with my motive. Yeah. I'm surprised Neymar said he was. Well, I'm not surprised Neymar said that. I mean, he considers shagging his sister, you know, and his mum a perfectly fine and normal thing to do. So there is that. I might actually just press again. The tactic does work. Just press the on and off button, Keg. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. The tactic does work for the most part. It's just Liverpool are just so fucking strong. Liverpool are so strong in this game. Fuck you, Bobby, you bellend. I like Bobby Firmino. I can't call him a bellend. I'm gonna blame this on the lack of first team players. That's what I'm gonna blame it on if we lose. Because there's one thing that Man United lack, and that's good players. And I've got a limited amount of good players. And they're mostly players that I bought. So alright. Oh hello. Come on in. I mean, we've got 100% shots on target, you know, there is that. There is that to take into account. I mean, that's got to count for something, right? Right? Lack of a decent man. Shut up, Mott. I'm better than Ole. My left nut is better than Ole. For one thing, I can sell Ashley Young and not repeatedly play him. Like, game after game after game. I can sell Lingard and not keep thinking he's a good player. Right. Keg's at the wheel, drunk, but he's at the wheel. Hey, look, I've had a sip of beer, I've had a little bit of whiskey. There's nothing wrong. It's off-road. Sometimes you have to go off-road, alright? Sometimes you have to go off-road. Right. Come on. Let's get just something. Just give me something, boys. Guy is injured. Superb. And now Jose Gaia is injured. So it means I'm going to have to bring on Luke Shaw at some point. Fucking fantastic. I like Shaw, but he's not Jose Gaia. Jose Gaia is head and shoulders above him. Mostly because he can actually jump, whereas Luke Shaw can't do anything without breaking a leg. I mean, we're coming back into the game, though. Slowly. All right, let's give him a bollocking. Let's give him a bollocking. Nearly everyone's up for it, he says, as 5 of the 11 are up for it. And a patch that you end up adding still improve. There's a few more people there fancying it now. At least you're technically still unbeaten. I'm not. I've lost 3 games this season. This is going to be another. This is going to be the 4th. This is going to be the 4th game we've lost. I can feel it. What we need is a David De Gea penalty. What we need is a David De Gea penalty to win the fucking game. Well, 2 actually, and then an actual goal. Rashford finds Olmo, finds Maddison. Pogba buries it. Lovely. And the game is alive, folks. The game is alive. I feel like Olmo should have smashed it in the top corner over here. Your player is top scorer of the league. You know the fact I bought him when he already had scored 14 goals. It's like poor control like that. I mean, it was tough. I suppose it was a fucking high one, but still. Still, I mean, you got top goal scorer of the season. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how you done it. It's a shame those 14 goals weren't for you, but still. So I think Rashford's on 13 in the league, or is he on 14? He might be on 15 in the league, actually. When we started streaming, it was on 12. 20 and 27. That's fucking decent. That's decent. That's very good. See, we're turning this game around now. Look, we're getting more possession. We're getting more shots. We're getting more chances. Let's show some passion. We're going to make some subs in a moment. And you know what? I know some of you are going to say it's the Carabao Cup, but you know what? We're in the final at silverware. Rashford, square it, mate, or you know, don't, or you just take it on. Either or, son, either or. Right, Jose Gaia for Luke Shaw because he's fucked. Benjamin Heinrich's going to have to leave on. Almost playing like a bell end, so Pereira maybe, or actually no, I'm thinking Greenwood. You know, maybe we can, if we need to, we can move Greenwood up into one of these positions and go from there. Cheat, yeah, he may well be tie break. You never know. Right, editor's not out yet. How's Holbrook doing then? How's Holbrook doing? Go on, show some passion. There we go. Heinrichs doesn't quite. He nicks it, but he gives it away really easy. He's got it back though. Okay, Fred. Ball out wide. Greenwood. Holbrook's crying in the corner till the 19th. Yeah. Greenwood. I mean, he's still a youngster. He's still new, isn't he? I can't put too much pressure on him. Rashford, edge of the area. It's gone out for a corner. I don't know why this is so choppy at the moment. He's making Excel spreadsheets. That's true. Yeah, he probably is actually. I still don't get why the game, like the match engine itself, is choppy at the moment. I know it's beta, but this was smooth yesterday for a little while, and it's just got choppy again out of nowhere. Oh well. All right, Maguire. Sure, we've got a quarter of an hour to get this deficit sorted out. I don't think we're going to do it. I think they're going to score a goal here. Look at that, using fucking... They've got Andy Robertson, but I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll sign Grimaldo and use him instead. You've got Robertson! Don't get me wrong, I get the need for having, you know, good players in multiple positions, but you've got Robertson, for fuck's sake. Use Andy Robertson. They're using TAA. I know he's using TAA. He scored against me earlier. Great save to Haya. Right, subs. Who's looking like they need to come off? Everyone, really. Urgent Eduardo's doing okay. I want to take off Henriks, but I've got... Pizzo, how are you, mate? I don't think I've got anyone that can really bring on. Not going well. It is not. I've not really got anyone I can bring on to really change the game. That's the issue here. Let's cancel that. I want to take Henriks off, but I've got no one who can play fullback. 10-1. Yeah, Daniel James isn't good enough. 10-1 essentially on me getting sacked. What, for losing the Carabao Cup final? You've seen what I've done to United. You've seen what I've done to United for the most part. Turn them around for the most part. Right, Maguire. I kind of want to take Maguire off. I'm concerned about the yellow cards the team's got. It's a big-time trophy indeed. Greenwood. I'm going to take one of these centre-backs off. Probably Lindelof, actually. And bring on Bay. Rob Powell, how are you, buddy? How's things? How's your weekend so far, mate? Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do here. Just, I don't want to get a red card. I mean, it's not going to win me a game. There's no one else I can bring on. May as well just real quickly, just for the last 2 minutes, go as far forward as I can. Come on, last chance. Oh no! Oh. What the fuck was the free kick for? Waking up at 7 a.m. I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. I got woken up by my child at 6, so I was up anyway. So angry about that. Lost managed to cup of drink with high nose ends. That was wank. That was wank. Right. So upset. They are, Sens. They are. Oh, that was so annoying. I was like, right, we've got some silverware. Lovely. Now Gaia's out for 2 weeks. Depressing to see. It is, because we scored a goal and got a free kick for fucking nothing. Free kick for nothing. And an injured Gaia for 2 weeks. Brilliant. Absolutely fucking brilliant. It always has to be a loser. Man United fans are going home. I thought Jamie Hill was calling me a loser for a minute there. I was going to have a quick word with him. Everyone had a shocker. Not being funny, Ethan. Not being funny, Ethan Hardcastle. If you go back and look at the stats in that game, right? Let's go back and look at the stats of this game. I wouldn't say we had a shocker. We had 53% possession. We had 26 shots. We had the same amount on target as they did. I wouldn't call it a shocker. I think we played pretty fucking well. Problem is, not well enough. Okay, let's see over passion. That's fair enough. Zlatan to Bologna. Is it? Is it? Maguire gets a fine. Good. Guy sideline for Borussia Dortmund game. Yay. Yay. That's what we need. That's what we need. Key player. Key player's injured. Just got bowled by that free kick from no. Yeah, I know. It was a goal. It was a goal. And then someone went, oh, I've been shot. And went down. Like they do in football. And that annoys me. One of the major reasons I don't watch football as much anymore. The amount of people who just fucking go down like they've been sniped from the crowd. And they've barely been touched. Gomez is loaned even. Let's have a look. Let's have a do this. Let's have a talk with Jones. Nathan, he's not there still. Look. All right, so he's going to do it. He's going to start using Gomez a bit more now. It's too good. Oh, poor old Nathan Jones. Anyway, Pounder Dybala is not going to be happening. Could give most players an Oscar for their acting, yeah. I've been saying it recently. Slap Jones, I would do. Neymar takes a piss for diving. He does. You guys who are here for the last 2 months know exactly how I feel about diving, and I still think that the UEFA or FIFA, just generally over like the entire fucking governing board, should bring in sighting committees like they have in rugby, where they look back at games and go, okay, well that was a dive. We'll give them a ban. That's what I think they should do. Yeah, Dybala's not going to come here. Koeman is not going to come here either. OMS, how are you, mate? Slap Jones, called him clueless. He is. He is. Shoulder injury for the box player looked painful. Yeah. Yeah, probably was. Probably was. Fuck him. Don't care. Which name I'd die for you instead of giving the opponents a brilliant assist. There is that. How are you, OMS? I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. Apart from this morning, I'm fantastic, yeah. Apart from this morning. And I've just lost the Carabao Cup. There is that. We just lost the Carabao Cup final 2-1 in the game we probably should have won. But we did have 4. I still say if we had our 4 players there, our 4 starting players, we had so many injuries. If they were there, we'd been good. Rugby's still a sore subject. Couldn't even drink, so I had work straight after. I just don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. There wasn't a World Cup this year. There's a World Cup in another 4 years' time. They skipped this year. You're pleased to see... Yeah, very, very pleased to see that, Senslav, yeah. Hard result to take if you like rugby. I fucking love rugby, mate. Rugby was my life. Rugby was my life for a very long time. A very, very long time. Like, there's been a lot of people giving the players shit, especially Kyle Sinclair. Bearing in mind, Kyle Sinclair got knocked out in the second minute and couldn't play the game. And he got a lot of shit because he received his... in fact, quite a few players got a lot of shit because they received their runners-up medals and then took them off straight away. They were like, oh, it's, you know, it's crass, is what they were saying. It's crass, you know, it's disgusting. And so, like, have you played a sport to the highest level? I mean, have you played a sport to a high... I have played rugby to a fairly high level, you know, to the point where I was getting picked up by scouts. I was playing it to a fairly decent level. I can tell you now, runners-up medals mean fuck all. They mean absolutely fuck all to anyone at that level. No one wants them. No one wants... It's like the third place playoff. Well done, you got third place. No one wants to play that fucking game. No one wants to play that game. It's win or nothing. You know, it's... And they're saying, oh, you know, it's no. They wanted to win it. They didn't win it. They don't want to know anything else. They don't want to have a look at a reminder that they didn't win it, you know. Gravitate more and more towards rugby. I always have done. Although IRB is starting to piss me off. I'll explain that on another day. Have you played a sport at any level? Losses hurt. Everyone reacts in different ways to booby prize. Exactly. Yeah, not a fan of the sport so much as I would like to have seen England win it. Yeah. Whereas I fucking love it. Rugby, like I say, was my life. And if I knew what to be awarded the medal for being a loser, basically. I'm going to use the selection device. I think he done it anyway and has set it up. Is Villa? I'm really sorry. Villa is shit, so we're going to smash them. Who do we have after this again? We've got Newcastle, haven't we? After this, and Newcastle are doing shit. So we've got Villa, Newcastle, and then we've got... I'm going to drink some beer in a minute. How are you, Speed Boy? Look at this. Look at this. You got Dortmund, Chelsea, Dortmund. That's a fucker, that is. That's a fucker. Allardyce will save Villa, yeah. Left the runners-up trophy in the bottom of your badminton bag so long after the tournament, found it snapped in half 6 months later. Yeah, no one wants them. No one wants runners-up trophies. That's all. You want to try playing his Philo on FM20, even you can see how bad they really are. I mean, they signed Jesse Lingard from me, OMS. They signed Jesse Lingard from me. It could be worse. That's not a nice run. No. Right, aggressive. Should be winning this match. I bet Lingard's playing for him as well. I want to come from you. Right, come on in. Let's try and push the memories of that Liverpool game to the back of our minds and win a game. Let's win this. And yeah, it's not a nice run. Those 3 games in a week, it's going to be a tough week. 23 million, Speedboy, which I thought was an absolute... Well, I'm quite happy to sell them for 23 million. I'd have sold them for peanuts. I genuinely would have sold them for peanuts. As it turns out, I got money from. And for beans, yeah. Yeah. Although I'd have kept them away from Rashford. Right, Wan-Bissaka over the top. No one chasing it. Always good. I mean, what's the point of that clearance, Wan? Then you got getting done by Barnsley in the Championship. That's who we should be playing for, isn't it, really? Shouldn't be playing against Barnsley. They should be playing for Barnsley. And Wesley scored. We're 1-0 down to bottom of the league. Brilliant. Daniel Levy, yeah, I know. I sold Ashley Young to a Saudi Arabian team for 3.5 million as well. How mended does Manchester? Oh, Lupus, mate. Sort of. It's more bodged than mended at the moment. Big Sam Magic. What, the long ball over the top? Yeah. Generally upset on how bad SIT make Villa at the start of the point. I think the MI is a step back from last year because of it. I fucking love the match engine this year. Nelly, how are you, buddy? Hello again, everyone. How are you, mate? The match engine's great. It's the database that's a little bit skew with in places. Alright, let's demand more. It's the database that's skew with. There's a lot of attributes that have been given to players. I look at the players and I'm sitting there like, you're either better than that or you're worse than that. one of which was Adama Traore. Now, I don't massively rate Adama Traore. I think he's decent, but his stats in this game are absolute fucking wank. But still, match engine is great if they fix long shots, 1v1s and wingers. Yeah, but you got to remember, Slasky, and I say this the same thing to everyone, and I even made a tweet about it the other day. It is in beta. It is a beta game. I mean, it will be fixed. We've got another we've got 2 weeks from Tuesday of beta still, you know. There's time. They'll get it sorted out. They'll get it sorted out. I mean, I'm happy with the improvements they've done, like more realistic movement. I see less defensive. I still see some. You're going to get them sometimes. I see a lot less defensive errors. And, you know, yeah. Thank you. Trying to hastily smash together your graphics for YouTube. Ah, lovely. On a database thing, Virgil van Dijk has 10 work rate. Yeah, you said. I think you said the other day, actually. Yeah, it's a little bit low. We hope it will be. I mean, there's bugs from last year still in. Yeah, but some of them will get fixed. They fixed certain things, though. Match engines improved. They got rid of the network issues. By the sounds of things. Or by the looks of things. I think I need to drop this defensive, this attacking line back, you know. Let's drop this back down to here. It's a standard. Says IF, they don't fix it. I don't believe in it. At least defensive header's gone through, yeah. Network game slow. Arnagrim, I don't think so, mate. I've not tried it yet, but I've been told it's fixed. Like, it used to crash constantly last year. Potential for another Bug's Life. What? What, they're doing a Bug's Life too? What? Your game, it's the match engine every team passes like Barcelona, can dribble like Messi. I've not seen that, though. I've seen like, everyone seems to play the same tactic at the moment, which is sort of like short passing. But for the most part, I've not seen everyone do it, you know. There's always been who's hosting the game is fine, the joiner is rather slow. So I don't know. I don't know, Venani. How are you, by the way, mate? The only thing I know is that you don't have the issues where the game crashes now. Well, supposedly, I've not tried it. Fuck's sake. But yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, apparently it doesn't crash. If we both go to the tactic screen at the same time, it doesn't crash now. Whereas it used to do things like that. Still, looking forward to seeing how the Stevia network game will be handled. Stevia? 300 bugs in FM enough to make another film. I got your sense. Are you playing as Barcelona? No, he'll be playing as Villa, I reckon. Rashford just clears it, hoofs it out of feet. Right, Olmo. Just running into no man's land. Absolutely running into no man's land. I mean, Stadia. Yeah, I'm assuming that's how he means. Prang, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. Playing Villa in the EFL Cup. Pogba. Fuck's sake. Look at this. They've had one shot on target, and they're winning 1-0. Basically running the game from Google Computers. I only need an open browser. Yeah. That should be fine, I reckon. Villa, Barca, so similar. Similar colours. Sweet boy, similar colours. You know, the red and blue. Well, claret and blue, sorry. Right, Basaka, come on. What are you doing? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try a 48-yard screamer. Because. Any reason for it, mate? Just because. I don't know. I don't know what it was. He just decided he was going to do a 48-yard screamer for whatever reason. Right, Rashford, ball in. Edouard. Pogba, there we go. Fine, he's back up to 1-0. Jesus fucking Christ. Got there eventually. Yeah, to be honest, Arnie, as long as your internet connection's fine, I should imagine it's going to be very, very quick on Stadia. I'm not interested in Stadia myself. I'm quite happy using my PC because I can then run the extra leagues that I want to run in the future. But yeah. Now, I can understand why Stadia is appealing to a lot of people, though. I can understand why it's appealing to a lot of people. It's a cheap entry way of getting into it, and then, like I say, it's yeah, I mean, it's a very cheap entry way of getting into it, like playing the game. If you don't want to buy a desktop and you just want to sit on your sofa and play the game, it's a very, very good way of getting into it. All right, let's not give the ball to Trezeguet, for fuck's sake. He's dog shit. Let's nick it. No. Let's nick it. I said fucking nick it, you... All right, come on in. Edouard. Olmo. The only issue I've got with this game with the match engine is it does seem a little bit like staggery at times. It just does kind of like just go as it moves across. Don't know what that was, by the way. I was trying to do my impression of the staggery match engine, but it is beta. Hopefully, it will be fixed. Can't complain. Can't complain. I mean, it's beta, keg, stop complaining. I'll be honest, Mark, I genuinely think this is alpha. Genuinely, it says this is beta down here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is alpha. This isn't me sort of whinging and sort of making things, you know, making things up. It's just there was a lot of people going, when's beta, when's beta, when's beta, when's beta, when's beta. I wouldn't be surprised if I just went, fuck it, we'll just give them an alpha and tell them it's beta. Long shots being unrealistic is your only complaint. Yeah, I mean, apart from, like I say, staggering match engine at times. This is the definition of beta, true. You think it's Tango? Tango, Diet Lilt and a Fanta. Is that it, yeah? Right. Bollock 'em. I always bollock 'em. Always bollock 'em. Let's demand more. But yeah, it just... Alphas are way less close to a release state. I know they are. I know they are. I've tried them before. I have played them before. Not FM, but I've played other alphas before. Vux, how are you, mate? Good to see you. How's things? Rashford nicks the ball beautifully. Not the control of a rapist, but the shot of one. Superb. Just small fixes and bug fixes, yeah. Yeah. I'm taking a mick, by the way, Slasky. I am taking the piss. Right. Lindelof. Madison, probably offside. Edouard. Fuck. He's like 3 yards out. 3 yards out. He can hit 3 things. The back of the net, the keeper, or the crossbar. And what does he hit? He hits the fucking crossbar. What's the biggest target? The fucking net. So something like that yesterday. Some obvious mistakes that are over. 1, don't care. 2, don't see it. 3, just rush out due to high demand. Yeah. I say with regards to the Dutch Super Cup final, I think they'll get that sorted out. Considered 2, thought it'd be a long shot. Haaland saves today. I'll have a look in a second. Madison, Aya, Pogba. Expecting the goal from Madison in a minute. Because he smashes them in. He gave it a go, see? Right, what you got here? What you got for us? What are your plans for future saves once the full game drops? I will show you in a second. Erling Haaland, there we go. Get in. I'll show you, Preng. Once the game ends, I'll show you what my long-term saves post-beta are. I've made a graphic and everything. You'll love it. Some guy from SI said it's because of lack of data. Like, what the fuck is that? I mean, it could be. I mean, how many researchers are there in Denmark? Sorry, in the Netherlands for... I'm so desperate not to say Holland, I ended up saying Denmark. How many researchers are there in the Netherlands for the game, though, for SI? So obviously the English leagues are like heavily like invested in with regards to that. All right, short off for who? Fuck's sake. Sorry, for whom? Right, Marcus Rashford, you're having a shit game. We'll bring on Madison in your place. You can come off McTominay. Aya's playing okay. Sure, I can't take off. Wan-Bissaka, again, can't take off. Maguire, 6.7. We get Eric Bailly on. We'll leave it like that for now. There's one, but he said he reported in September. Oh, okay. I mean, it might be useful having a couple more, possibly. Tottenham won the Audi Cup. Yeah, big trophy. They've done a video for it. They've done a DVD for it, if I remember rightly. Nothing is as useful as an open beta with massive sample size. Exactly. In comparison, to close alpha testing this next few weeks is invaluable to the dev team in terms of identifying and fixing bugs. Yeah, as long as we fucking report them. The Audi Cup. Yeah, there'll be one next year probably as well. Somehow you can be top of the Premier, bottom of the UCL group. You Rosenberg, Salzburg, and Porto. It can happen, Seb. It can happen. The European game is very different to the domestic one. Leon Drew as well. That's handy. Wolves won the Asian Trophy. Getting bigger. You know what we've done? Do you know what I didn't do this year? Which I was, because we're the club we are. I didn't actually set up a friendly cup to see how the longevity and like the history of it works out. Remind me when we get into pre-season, at the end of the year, when we get to pre-season, we're starting to talk about friendlies and stuff. Remind me to set up a friendly cup so we can have a look at that. Wan-Bissaka, Olmo, going to give the ball away. No, just managed to hold on to it somehow. Right. I think I really care about the Dutch league since it took them 6 months to fix something last year. It wasn't probably in the FM4 app. Okay. Wolves know about the Portuguese breakfast. They do. They do indeed. Right. Do this. See how that one works out. The last 10 minutes or so. Mentioned a ton of long shots going in yesterday. Check out this Halo work and said, I will have a look in just a moment. See if we can hold on to this. It haven't yet. Somehow I can also do this with transfer burn. Somehow you can knock out City in the Carabao. Yeah. How the fuck have we drawn this game? Because we didn't get the shots on target. That's how. I should have slowed down the ball. Should have slowed down the ball. Didn't even think about it. Yeah, give me a second, Lopez. Once we get this game finished, I'll have a look. Can we steal a ball off him, please? Can we steal a ball off him? It's not that difficult to nick the ball off fucking... Oh, they're going to score here. They probably do, to be fair, Seb. So fucking happy. My arsehole puckered. Like nobody's business there. Thing is, we've thrown away. We have thrown away our chance to keep up with Liverpool here. Oh, wait, it's the Cup, isn't it? Oh, shit, it's the FA Cup. At least didn't play Bournemouth. Yeah, this is the FA Cup. It's not even the Premier League. I'm sitting there thinking it's Premier League. No, it's the FA Cup. I'm not as concerned. What you got here? Is this the belt you scored? Keeper off his line, mate. You see the keeper off your line, you got to do it. Oh, that's glorious. All right, give him a bollocking. Come on. Oh, you conceded that. Oh, that's a fucker. Yeah, however, it does mean a replay. I don't think it does. It looks like we've got extra time, mate. I don't think they do replays anymore. I think it's all extra time now. Drew the game for Mons. That's a shitter then. Frankfurt beat Bayern 5-1, Pizzo, yeah. I think Leipzig beat Mons 8-0 though today. I think someone put in earlier on. You mentioned it earlier on? Make yourself known. Extra time, yeah. 5-1 Bayern in Arsenal. We just need to keep the pressure up. What we're going to do, though, is going to slow this ball down like I said we were going to do. We slow the ball down and see what happens. Should hopefully see a few more of these shots on target. So we're getting the shots, it's just getting them in the fucking net. Alright, Olmo. Sure, probably should have lost the ball there, really. But, oh well. Wan-Bissaka, interesting control. Lays it back for Aya. They're trying to be too fancy. They're trying to be too fancy. Yeah, I think what they've done, Seb, now, I think they've got, because of fixture congestion, I think they've got rid of replays now. Especially at sort of like the higher level. Seeing a bit more. Because obviously it does mean that you've then got another game to play. I don't think the glue got strong enough to mend that. I did say I bodged it. You're using duct tape in a minute. Is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? No way. We got a penalty. Oh, shit. We've got a penalty. I think so, yeah. I think it is in real life. The problem is with penalties, we've got a certain thing if I catch it. If we catch it, there's certain things we have to do. How is Aya playing? Very well. Very, very well for the most part. It's the problem with me and penalties. I have to do this. If I catch it in time, I have to do this. Oh! No! He's only missed 3 this year. He scored 5, I think. He scored more than Rashford has from penalties. Right, sure. Pogba. Aya. Bissaka. McTominay. And there we go. It doesn't matter. Didn't matter. It didn't matter. Fortunately, it did not matter. Wolf Tracks, hello, buddy. I'm alright, mate. How about yourself? Apart from losing the Carabao Cup final, apart from the rugby this morning, yeah, very, very good. Very, very good. Nah, we talking about luckily. Fantastic. I knew it was going to happen. Planned, yeah. Planned. Just masterstroke. Just like, I knew Rashford would miss it if I let him take the penalty. So I had to Haya take it, and that started the little catalyst there for the team to go, oh, fuck, we need to do something here. And they did. All right, let's drop down to attacking from very attacking. We have got a lead. I know we're in charge, but still. Managerial... Oh, yeah, definitely. 200 IQ play. McTominay, sure. Tries to lob the keeper. Didn't quite manage it. That's all right, though. It's fine. See the technical changes? Yes, please. We've had 54 shots and 15 on target, which is not great. What's that? It's just above 1 in 4, isn't it? They've had 6 shots from 4 on target, which is a 2 and 3 shit. English guy complaining about the rugby again. Fuck off. Goddamn egg chasers. Fuck off. I didn't complain about. I just literally said, apart from that, I'm okay. And that's all I said. Because apart from that, I am okay. Anyway, dressing room, beautiful stuff. We are through to the next round of the FA Cup. Good performance. It wasn't. They know it. They know it. I just need to jam up. Only 5th round play base. Ah, fair enough. Achievement unlocked. He's a natural. I do need a hug. What's he's a natural? And retrain a player becoming a natural in a new position. Who did I retrain? I'm sorry, Leighton. No, I'm trying to improve the team. Have a bit. Have a beer. What about have a whiskey as well, yeah? Sorted, mate. Right. Pogba impressive. Is he? Okay. Well done, you. Who have I retrained into that position, then? Lingard suffers defeat against former club. Good. Bell end. Right. Who's next? Newcastle away. Is that away? It is away. Okay. That's fine. So yeah, we're doing alright. Only the 5th round goes extra time, the rest have replays. Oh, that is strange, Seb. Wow. That is strange. Almada, we'll appeal this. We'll appeal this. He's got enough money. So basically, Almada's got to get a work permit. They've refused it. The offer I've given him, based on his wages, means that he should join. He should get a work permit on appeal. Should. So we'll see what happens on the 6th of March. So we'll find out tomorrow. Talking of which, we should get our intake in a minute. Should get our youth take in a moment. So we'll have a look, see what happens there. I don't think we've got anyone outstanding on the way in, has to be said. And Villa just lost to Newcastle 3-0. Oh, shit. We're going to lose, aren't we? We just struggled against Villa. There we go. Granted work permit. See? So let's go through these. And then, yeah, got work permit. So basically, I look. It shows you along the bottom now. It shows you along the bottom. I don't know if it did it in the past, but along the bottom it tells you if or not he'll get a permit. It does also say if you appeal, because he has got in this offer X amount of wages coming in, he will have enough points to win the appeal, which is what he had. So we've got him for 10 million quid. I'm going to accept that one because he's going to be young enough that I don't have to register him in the Premier League, and he's going to be fairly good as a backup. I can already play him on the left as an inside forward should I need to. So if there are injuries, I can just go right and you fucking go. And again, I can actually I'm actually playing him as Mazzala in support. I'm a little bit disappointed in his marking and his tackling. I don't know. I mean, his tackling needs to be worked on. But again, he's 18. There's time to work on that. He's a perfectionist, for fuck's sake. And he's a 15 determination. And he's got 16 passing and 17 vision. I mean, he's everything you want in a midfielder, really. Everything you want in a midfielder. And he's young. So, yeah. Sick here, how are you, mate? You enjoyed the beta so far, but you forgot about the work permits in England. Yeah. It's a thing. Right. 8 teams going to have for 4 matches to be drawn. Let's have a look. So, we'll talk about the teams that are here because you can't see 4 behind me. We have Arsenal, Blackburn, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Norwich, and Tottenham. Chances are we'll get to Liverpool again. I'm 99% sure we're going to get Liverpool again. There's Norwich. Yeah, Liverpool. That's. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd rather had Norwich, but I'm kind of glad we avoided Liverpool, which means we'll probably get City. So Blackburn versus City. Okay, so we dodged City. So we've got Arsenal, Chelsea, or Tottenham. Arsenal get Tottenham. We get Chelsea. I'm okay with that, I suppose. Have you run into any Brexit rule changes? Nothing new from last year, but we do have a Brexit, and it's all work permit based. It's the same as last year, I think. So where's your Achilles heel? Like forgetting the foreign rule player rule in this team signing 5 Brits. Yeah. Yes. There's a reason I don't tend to manage in Italy. Monza never happened. Monza never happened last year, folks. Oh, I forgot to show people. Someone asked me about what we're doing for next year, didn't they? Next year, post beta. So I should probably show those people who did ask why we got the game saving. So, for the guys who are new here and don't know and haven't seen this before, this is the plan after the beta is done. Let's move that over here. So we're doing a series of saves with teams who have won their national leagues in the past. I'm still recording, like from ages ago. I'm going to turn the recording off in a second. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye.